Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're Dos Cavazos, and today we are watching the 8th episode of Steins Gate.
So last episode we got a lot more information, which, I mean, it's funny to say that because, like, obviously this show is still quite confusing, but we did get a lot of information in terms of, I think we're starting to understand what the show's really about.
Yeah.
Like, you know, how he did his thing in the microwave and, like, it reverted him back, yet he still has a knowledge of it, other people around him don't. Something about this divergence that he needs to cross this barrier or the world's gonna end.
I don't really trust Teeter, so
yeah.
I feel like we're really gonna, I'm hoping, because obviously we left off with that interaction between the text messages between him and Teeter. I hope we can meet Teeter, and I feel like whatever Teeter looks like, I feel like is going to be very telling about, like, Teeter's situation.
What if Teeter's like an agent of CERN? What if Teeter's the freaking girl downstairs?
Ooh, and she's like impersonating him? I mean, that could be really interesting if, like, Amane is impersonating Teeter, because obviously in the last episode too, we talked about this, but she jumped on Okabe and said, like, let me check you for, like, a chip when he mentioned, like, the possibility of brainwashing. Now, mind you, Okabe was just saying that, but the fact that she took that so seriously makes me feel like that's a thing, especially something that's probably prominent in the future, and she was checking for it. There's so much more with her character. Like, we've speculated from her being the love child of Okabe and Makise to her just being, like, working for CERN in the future, possibly trying to stop Okabe from even making the time machine, because it might be Okabe that makes the time machine. It may be Okabe who took Makise's father and turned him into goop. We have so many theories. Like, this show, I don't feel like I've ever had so many theories with this particular series. But it's interesting now because I feel like we're starting to get a little bit more, and unlike so many other shows that I feel like we've kind of understood, like, the boundaries of, like, the world earlier on, it's taken a little bit longer with this series, and, like, now we're like, okay, well, maybe all these theories are right, but I mean, they could all completely be dismissed in, like, the matter of a few minutes with this show, I feel like. Before we get into today's video, we want to let you know that you could watch the next 3 edited YouTube reactions for Steins Gate right now over on our Patreon. If you subscribe to our lowest tier, you'll be 1 episode ahead. If you subscribe to our middle tier, you'll be 2 episodes ahead. And if you subscribe to our largest tier, you'll be 3 episodes ahead. In addition to that, we are completely done with the series right now on our Patreon. It is available at our middle tier in the watch-along format, where you sync a copy of your footage up to our reactions. And if you want to check that out, as well as all the other shows that we're doing over there, go ahead and check out the link down in the description below.
What if Teeter's trying to make him do that to mess up things?
I was just thinking that.
Like,
what if Teeter is CERN? Because Amane, we think that if she was CERN, getting into, like, our theories here in the intro, if Amane was a part of CERN in the future, I get the vibe that she left CERN and she doesn't want this time machine to be built. But what if Teeter is also CERN, you know, working and, like, trying to recruit Okabe, and then that's how they even get, like, the time machine going? Don't know. He's just like a traveler through time trying to recruit it, because maybe they lost him at some point, maybe he gets killed, and maybe that's what Amane was leading to about Makise causing to his death. We're really grasping for straws with, like, any little information we get, but I want to meet this Teeter character. Who are you more suspicious of, Amane or Teeter?
It's tough because part of me thinks Amane is Teeter. But then I think a Teeter, if I had to choose.
Yeah,
Teeter.
I feel like Teeter.
I feel like Amane's done too many things, like, out of, like, wanting to help in a way, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know. Or, like, out of caution. I don't know. I just don't trust freaking Teeter. But I also don't trust anybody. I don't trust you either, Ruka. Just kidding. I feel like out of all the people, I feel like I trust Ruka the most.
Yeah.
I guess the world line doesn't jump for every little incidental thing that runs interference.
Okay. That can make sense, right?
Makes sense why the bananas aren't doing anything, you know?
Wait a
There's
second.
gotta be a major
that doesn't
thing.
mean I agree with what you're doing. I'm just saying.
She blushed.
Is it Teeter?
Anyway.
Oh my god. Is she, like, here?
We're going to have to conduct more experiments.
Mocha,
Shut up!
can I?
Oh, what the fuck? I thought she was. I was like, she texts while she's there a lot.
Yeah.
Their thing. Let her do it.
Creeps from the shadows.
Yeah, that's my yay!
She's doing it out to
Brought you something? Wow, my favorite!
See my
Don't
Yuri?
take kids from.
Green gets what?
Don't
I mean,
take kids from candy. I was gonna say, watch my Yuri be behind the whole
Oh
thing.
my gosh. She's like, doo-doo, bitch.
How'd it go with Mr. You-Know-Who?
What do you mean?
Time travel, goofball. Did you ever get a hold of Teeter or what?
He and I did end up corresponding.
Me
in fact. I'm not
earlier?
exactly sure if I believe him anymore.
What in the hell? Why would you doubt him?
Maybe it is Teeter. Maybe she is Teeter.
I think she might be Teeter.
Either that or maybe, like, personally knows Teeter. You know,
Right.
maybe she's working with other people. Like you say. Look at the
She
damn
does not
glare.
like her. You think she's jealous?
She's just taking pictures of them.
Nothing too complicated, Shining Finger. Make it simple enough that we'll know whether or not the past has actually been changed.
I would not even know what to do. I'd be like, should I just go like, or I don't know.
I got
Graffiti
this cell
something?
phone 4 days ago, but I don't like it. So I want you to tell the past me not to purchase it.
Okay.
Get it? If you see Mullica and she's got a different cell phone,
Oh.
you'll know that it worked.
Indeed. Take your places, everyone. Initialize the phone wave real name.
A watermelon? This watermelon isn't worth the lotto.
Anyway, good luck with it.
Another assistant.
Wanna join the lab?
What are we on now? Lab assistant 6?
Are you Teeter? I just assume everyone's Teeter.
I mean, the dad had the computer.
Oh, maybe the dad's Teeter.
You're gonna have the purple phone. Okay, things are changing.
Doing things.
I don't have to ask this time. I felt it.
Look at the phone.
How did it change?
What if one time they're gonna do this and it's like a bad change?
Yeah,
You know,
I kind of feel like
something
that's possible,
happened. Is this the time it's bad?
Where's Shining Finger? She was just here.
Did she not join
Is
the
she
group
like not
here?
here?
What about Moika then? Has she been here today?
I don't think so. Do I know her?
Oh, they haven't met her here. What happened?
Boy,
Oh,
the
Green.
quiet girl.
I don't know who you mean.
Who is this chick?
It's not just Mayuri, Okabe. I've never heard of her either.
Oh my gosh. So it was like what I said, like
Did she like fucking die on like the way to getting a new phone?
oh my gosh.
Like
To the past so thoroughly that Moika's very existence was negated?
what? I don't feel like that's the case. Yeah.
Maybe they just didn't meet or
Still
something.
have her earlier messages, so maybe she was alive as of then, but what about now?
Does she have a new phone? She went to.
Did it have to do with when they first met when she was texting weird? Or no,
Did
would
it
that
go-
be different
yeah,
though?
hold on. Let's see.
She messaged me right back. It's very much in character, so she's still here.
So do the rest of them not know about her though? That's weird, right?
Well, because it's before she only just joined,
It's true.
so it just altered.
So I wonder what they do. They just like not even notice anything when it changes, you know?
Well, it's just kind of like this reality. Something changes so that like it alters instead of making a separate branch. You know,
But like they just don't even notice anything.
because they weren't there yet.
Right.
They never got to talking about those events.
I've never been so embarrassed before.
Don't be embarrassed. You're the prettiest boy these goofballs have ever seen.
Balls or not, man, I would so hit that.
What do you think, Ocarine?
Let's see. Code Red!
What?
The organization's attacking me with
Oh, I thought he was gonna say, like,
horrible
I like-
cosplay.
Oh,
Oh, give it a rest, you big drama queen.
Hey, Kurasu's here.
her
Most
too.
amazing
The
cosplay.
pervert! Undressing the poor dear with her eyes.
No, I'm not.
This moment gets better and better.
Someone this cute can't possibly be a boy. Sorry, I'll just...
How you doing there?
Look, this isn't a joke. I'm totally serious about
I don't. I mean, okay, so she's transgender,
Well, what
but
is
I
the
guess like
what does the text do?
maybe because this was 2010, like.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've already got got an idea, though. I heard that if you eat a lot of meat when you're pregnant, you end up having a baby boy.
Oh,
For
the mom, her mom, maybe?
Did they have text messages back then? Like,
So be it. Your request shall be summarily granted.
Hot as it would be, I don't know if changing someone's gender is very smart.
Some old wives' tale about food isn't going to change whatever gender he happens to be.
He's right, Daharu. There's absolutely no evidence to support it.
If sending a D-mail makes him feel better, what's the harm in letting him try?
I feel like this is what's going to change a lot. Because everything has just been within like a few days of each other. Now, if you're going to like message the mom, which I don't even know how that would work. 17 years, I mean, 2010. We're talking like...
They have phones?
I mean, they did have those old-ass
text?
phones.
If cell phones are off the menu, then let's try sending it to a pager.
Let's see here. Pagers were miniature receivers to which one could send signals through the telephone.
Have to explain to what pagers are to people. Did you know what a pager was?
Yes.
Okay, I was just making sure.
I've seen Grey's Anatomy.
Okay.
I feel like Ruka's gonna have a way bigger part in all this. I don't know if it's gonna be about this though. Cause something about the lotto ticket I keep going back to. Like how it was messed up.
I don't know if it'll be the lotto, but if you're sending something so far back, what if Ruka isn't even born?
Oh, well that'd be really sad. Oh, I hope not. Now I'm getting nervous because
Well,
Mocha was like a little step like farther, and now like
yeah.
you know more extreme. I hope this really doesn't mess things up bad. I'm kind of nervous.
Where's everyone? Oh.
But I remember everything. Does that mean?
I don't know anyone who would go out in that.
Oh, Ruka's there. Oh my god.
It's comfy enough. In fact, I think you'd look really cute in this, Ruka.
Who, me?
Okay, so she's still fine, right? Or
Dude or not?
Oh, real nice. Keep your eyes on the face, mister.
I was doing research. Now what? I can't ask if Ruka's a girl. Poor thing would probably faint. I guess the text didn't work. Something has changed from before. We're on a different world line. Question is, what?
no! It's getting so good. That's why it's a part 1.
Yeah. Okay, so Ruka was trying to get a message back to her mom, so I don't really feel like this whole messaging Ruka's mom thing is gonna wind up quite exactly how we either think it was gonna work, if everything worked out, which that in and of itself could be a stretch. Like, where did you see the whole eat vegetables thing to like have a girl? I mean, I feel like I've seen, you know, stuff like that before.
I've heard
you
a
eat
lot
some
of
stuff,
crazy theories
you have a
about
boy.
that.
It was like in How I Met Your Mother. It's like the direction of when you were conceived or some stuff like that. So I don't even know if that's gonna work. But what I do think like is gonna end up happening is something big is gonna change because of this. And I don't know what it could be. But up to this point, they haven't gone past a week sending back a message or a D-mail. So Moeka's message was 4 days. The whole message about the lotto was 7 days. This is 18 years. If Ruka's 17, then you'd have to do it the year before, I imagine. 18 years. Like, what is that gonna change? There's something that's gonna change that's big. It has to be.
So Mane also acted super weird about Teeter, which makes me further believe that she might be Teeter.
There's some connection
or something,
there
or
for sure.
knows about Teeter, whatnot.
The way that she acted this episode, because I feel like she's having an incident every episode with Okabe, but it almost kind of made you feel like you need to trust Teeter. Like, it was kind of like, why wouldn't you trust Teeter? Teeter is the person to trust. So Casey threw out the theory before this episode, what if she's like impersonating Teeter? What if the story's the real, but it's not Teeter, it's a Mane, you know, and it's actually, you know, she is the time traveler, and she's trying to straighten out the timeline.
Is it possible that Amane could be remembering all these, like, divergences too, or whatever these are called? What are they calling them? The jumps or something like that?
Yeah, I'm wondering, because if, let's just go off of the theory that Teeter is Amane, and Amane's messaging Okabe, that whole thing about being the divergent person, the 1% or something like that, who I could actually, you know, remember when things before they change and actually have those memories, I mean, she could just be giving that information about what she knows in the future. But we've had so many theories with this series on about like who actually is starting time travel, and was it really CERN, or is it like that CERN somehow gets Okabe sometime in the future and then brings him to the past? I mean, there's so many different things that it could be here. But no, I definitely there's some connection between Amane and Teeter. I don't know if it is quite that it's her, but I mean, I feel like it's plausible.
Ruka is also a part of the lab officially, a member, so that's cool. I really liked Ruka, and I wanted her to be more included, I guess, in the storyline, because I just have a feeling she's gonna be contributing more. I don't know if it's gonna be about like this scenario, but I just feel like in the future, like Ruka's gonna be more part of it. And I know I keep going back to the lotto ticket, and that could have just been because she like messed up the number or whatever, but I just don't know, because like they never even went into detail about when he would have even given her the numbers, I guess. We know he did, but like we didn't see it physically happen. Yeah. Like what else happened in that time?
Like you feel like,
you know what I mean? Like
maybe Okabe may have said something different?
Right, you know, like, or maybe, I don't know even how that makes sense in my head, but I don't know, I just keep going back to that.
Well, Ruka's father also was the person who gave Okabe the IBN 5100, so there's definitely something there too. Right. Why was it just given to Ruka's dad 10 years ago? Somebody obviously placed it there, and like I can't remember the specifics of that line, but saying that, you know, somebody's going to be coming here for one day for it. Very reminiscent of like in Back to the Future. So somebody knew Okabe was coming for this at some point in time, and that's the real question. Who the hell was that?
So this is something else that we kind of touched on earlier also, but what if each time he's gonna be doing these like jumps, it's gonna get more dramatic, the change it's gonna have on the world, you know? Obviously Mocha like hadn't met the rest of them yet. Yeah. She had met him, Okabe. This one, I don't know what the ramifications are. Obviously Ruka's still here, but like we were like, oh my gosh, what if she died or something?
Yeah.
That or like
never
was born, that would be like super messed up. But I feel like maybe something with like the outside world, maybe something else. I don't know, just part of me feels like things are gonna get like more and more dramatic because they're gonna start to test like bigger time jumps.
Yeah, they also made like a small reference here saying that not all like changing things might have some lasting effect that really changes. Like, so to me, I'm confusing those words. It's like word salad. But what I'm taking from that was the fact that, you know, the fact that they were sending back bananas didn't really have any effect in the world. You know, it was just, okay, I'm sending a banana here, and it was just on this plate. It was going to be on this plate regardless. So that could explain as to why nobody else was really realizing what was going on, because it was such a minuscule thing about sending a banana back and it just being goop.
Alright, well if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you can stay notified for all of our future videos.
Also head over to our Patreon if you want to watch our full-length reaction to this series. We upload them over there. The link's down in the description below.
Okay, we'll see you all next time.
Bye everyone.